Hello and welcome to part 2 of our series on super searching. I tried to convince you last time that if you can get faster searching and more versatile searching, then that will enable you to do better editing. So we want to look and see how macros can help us. They can give us extra speed and extra versatility. That's what I want to try and show today. So if we start from, give us a background, start from words, find facilities, we've got the navigation pane that we call up with Control F or Command F on Mac, and the what they call advanced find and replace window that we can call up with Control H. And if we want to search for something, let's see how we do that with those facilities, and then we'll see how we can improve on it by using macros. So what are the actions? We need to load the find box and then find next. So well, let's have some text. Here we go. So if we want to say find the word rabbit further down in the text, then we double click it and we use Control H to get up the find replace box, and there's the word rabbit. You can see ready in the find what box, and to go and get it we click the find next. And if we want some more, if we want to go through and get some more, we click the next find next, and we go through and see them one by one. Okay. So we've had a look at that. Yep. So if we're going to use macros for speed, then I'm going to suggest we use a macro called instant find down. And the idea of that is that with a single click, what it does is to load the find box, load the word into the find box, and then it does a find next. So if you try that, then it where are we? So we click in, say, the word rabbit and run instant find down, and it goes down to the next one. So that is absolutely instant. So if there's tears, and we go down and find it further down there. Okay, so let's to make life easier, I've got this box here, my macro show box. So what happens is when I run a macro, then you'll be able to see that I've run it. It will list it in the window there. Okay, so having found one, so we say we find a rabbit, we want to find the next one, and we've got some macros for that. We've got find forward, or FWD, and that moves to the next one. And we can also go backwards with find previous, which is not something that you can do easily with the find and replace box. So okay, we've got to there. So if we use find forward, we move to the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And the point here is that we are in the text, we can do something with it. Now let's move to the next one, and I can do something with that text there, and the next next. Or I can go backwards through them and look at them. It really does increase your speed. There's also another one which is instant find up. So if we're I don't know, center, if we go instant find up, it goes bong because there isn't one, it can't find one. So let's try another word, let's try about, and it finds that, goes up, 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 and it can't find any more. So that bong is actually quite useful. It tells us we've got to the end of the finds. So if I try marmalade, there aren't any more. Upwards, downwards, doesn't matter, there aren't any more. So that bong is really quite useful. And there's also, if we're looking for rabbit, there's also a case sensitive version which is called find forward case, find back case. So actually suppose I just change that to a lowercase one. So if I do that one, if I find instant find down for that one, and then I do next, okay, it finds all of them. But if I go back up, if I do find forward case, then it will only find the lowercase ones and not any of the uppercase ones. So if I then do find forward, it will find any of them, uppercase or lowercase, up and down, but the case one is just the same case as you've got. And in case you're wondering, if you open the find and replace box, it has been it has had the word put into that, and obviously that was just a single word. If we wanted rabbit hole, then we can select it like that and then go down and find repeats of that. Okay, now then we want macros for versatility. So for this one we're going to want to use wildcard search, but don't worry, you don't have to learn how to do the wildcarding. That's not a problem. So the macro we're going to use is called WildcardLoader, so that will load the wildcards into the find box. And there's also another one, instant find down while, but we won't need that for now, but we'll look at that next time. But we can get a list of wildcards from my website. So if we have a look on in my website there's a resources tab there, and within that you'll find a thing there if you want to learn wildcarding. But if you just want the list, if you click on that one, it brings up a list here of a load of different wildcard finds, and you just have to select which one you want and use it. So what you would then do is get that wildcard list out into Word, and I'll bring mine in here. Okay, so let's we can put it there. And so let's have a better, more versatile document to play with. Okay, right, so suppose we want to find acronyms. We want to find all the acronyms and look at some of the acronyms in the document. So there's the acronym, that's just a word to describe it. This line, the second line there, is the actual wildcard. So all we have to do is click in that wildcard and then run find the wildcard loader. And as you can see, it's gone straight to the first acronym in that document, but I mean we don't want it in there, so go back to the working document and use find forwards. So we can go through the acronyms in the document one by one. It's all the same acronym, but never mind. Okay, let's try a different one. Let's try dates. Here we go. So this is all about dates of this particular format. So if I click in the wildcard line, run the wildcard loader, and it jumps to that first one, go into here and find forward, and it finds a date there and another date there and another date there. Are there any in this format? So try that one, find wildcard, so that's what it's looking for. No, there aren't any in that format. And there's lots more there that you could use. You don't, as I say, you don't have to learn them yourself. You have this file ready so that you can go to the individual one. If you want people's names with initials, then use that one and see if we've got, yes, we've got names with initials. So it's so versatile, and hopefully if you start using these, if some of you decide to find more things that you can find. I mean, here you've got email addresses, web addresses, any number, numbers including commas, numbers with units, various ones there. Lots of versatility. So let's hope that you'll find some more, send them in, and we can add them to the website and increase your versatility in searching. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye for now.